Hello you gorgeous lot, it's Gran here, with another episode of a catch-up from my Winterfell project. Now then, if you remember in the last episode I was messing around with World Edit, moving a few of the buildings around so that I could have this space for the guest house. And I was a bit stuck on what the guest house should look like. And then someone suggested that it should be a smaller version of the Great Keep, and I got hold of that and went with it. So whoever you were, because I can't find you, thank you ever so much. I'm really chuffed with this now. And I'm using the same blocks on the stairs as I have done with the towers. In fact, let me just show you what I've been doing on the towers. Because it has taken me a long time to figure out how to do the stairs so that people could get up and down on the towers. So what I ended up doing was I was messing with the stairs, trying to get them to go up and down from this door. And then I thought, no, I don't like it at all. I had to think of something very different. So what I did was I made the stairs go from this door to this door on the same level. And that seemed to work much better than what I was trying to do, which became very complicated, I must say. For going downstairs, I would go down through a hatch. And if I can get through this hatch, I'll show you that there's a banister at the top and there's stairs that go all the way down to the lowest level. And I know there is in Winterfell a passage through the walls that will get you all the way around the castle, which would have been very useful in a castle like this. So that was what that hatch was for, so I didn't have to then make the stairs go down there, but they did go upstairs. So let me show you upstairs. It doesn't go right to the top of the tower, it stops a little bit before, and then there is another set of ladders that take you up to the top of the tower. And I feel really comfortable with that. I feel, yeah, that's okay. I quite like that. And you can see quite a lot from up here. So yeah, so that's how I'm going to do all my towers. Not all at once, obviously. It's going to be a little bit at a time. I'll come on and I'll nibble away at it. Because we have quite a lot of towers. 23, 24, 25. We have 25 towers. So yeah, it's going to take me a while. But I'll come on and nibble away at it. Like you do. But for the time being, this is how most of the towers look. But I'll get there in the end. With a bit of patience and a bit of persistence, we'll get them done. As I was saying when we started, this is the guest house. I started off on this ground floor, like in the Great Keep, with a vaulted ceiling. And that vaulted ceiling would be strong enough to keep the rest of the building up. Of course, the stairs stop at ground floor, and that'll probably be a little bit of storage space because they would use every little nook and cranny for that. And then on the first floor would be the bed chambers for the guests. And as you can see, I haven't done anything else with this building. I've just built the building, and the decoration of it and the separation of these rooms would probably come in then. Because I really wanted to get on with the next build. Whoa, I need a little bit of a nibble. And we'll just finish off by showing you the access to the roofing area. Another good defence tactic was dividing up a castle of this size into different segments so that an invading army would have to cope with another barrier if they breached the walls. So along with sorting out the towers, I will also be sorting out internal walls. But in this episode, we're going to build kennels. And I've had a long think about kennels, and I really don't know whether the thought I have in my head is going to pan out. But we'll see, and I'm sure you'll tell me if it doesn't. Now, I did a bit of research on the dogs in medieval times, and I was really surprised about the different roles they all had. There were hunting hounds, and there was those for tracking and scent hounds. There were livestock guardians and watchdogs for the nobility. There was vermin control as well, so you can imagine large hunting hounds and guard dogs patrolling the walls and smaller ratters around the kitchens and granaries. So for this kennel, I'm particularly focused on the hunting dogs and the hounds. So I'm thinking fairly large, individual stalls and iron fencing, and lots of it. So first I needed to sort out how much space to give each dog. So I'm just experimenting a little bit with space. And I'm thinking that the walls in between each of the stalls don't have to be 1 block thick. That's what I'm thinking. So let me just see now, because I was thinking 2 blocks I think is just too much. I'm thinking now probably we only need that bit in the middle for the walls. I'm just going to use my planer to take those down on this side. This is going to be a little bit different because it's the end wall. But I think that's a good size for a dog. Right, now I've got the shape right. I want to pull that through the stall to the back. And I'm going to use my planer again. And now that I've done that, I can now use my pantograph to change that all the way along. Hoping for the ones all the way down I can actually form or join 2 pieces together. I haven't done this often, so I'm going to put that one on there. And actually I don't need that middle one, do I? But this one goes on this side, and I'm going to try and merge them together. So, well, pick. There we go. So if I use my pantograph now, let me just move this a little bit closer. Pop it there. So if I use my pantograph, I will want it on this merge shapes one. So I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to right click on that. Yes! That was easy. I thought I was going to do that wrong because I haven't done that very often. But I can pantograph that and then put that on there. Nice. That looks really good. I quite like that. I can do it for that one. I can't do it for the end one. I'll have to do the end one separately. But these, I can do this. Okay, that's good. I need this bit in the middle now. So I'm missing that middle block. So let's pop this on there, all the way down, and then I can use my pantograph from this one, and oh, just a minute, I need to use a different option for that. It's not that one, it's that one. That's better. Oops, I need to click that twice because they're full blocks, they're not being chiseled. Nice, that's looking good. I like that. Okay, so I need to sort out this end one now. Right, with this, I think I'm just going to pantograph that, copy it over, and then leave the inside of that for that wall there. And then I'm going to fill in the back. So these down here will need to come out. And I want this arch bit to go all the way through. And this side as well. And then we need this middle bit in. And just pantograph that through as well. There we go. Okay. Now I want to get some gates in, and we need some chert for that. So I'm going to find me some chert. Now I also wanted some of this very aged wood in there in some shape or form. So I'm going to be experimenting a little bit with these. I'm going to have to add them. I'm going to have to take this back. And I think we'll do just a couple of voxels back, so I can add some of the aged wood on the outside. There we go. We'll just do this bit first, and then let me just take that back a little bit more. So we'll just do this bit first, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, take that off. I haven't put it onto. I haven't put a block in there yet. But I'm going to get onto chiseling the gates now, because I'm really excited to see how these will come out. So I think I'm quite happy with that now. And I think using the more textured cobble chert for the you know, the lock and the hinges give that a little bit more depth, and I'm happy with that. Yep, I think that's okay. Now I need to just use my pantograph. There we go. That's how I think those would be done, all the way down there as well. Tell you what, I can't get in there to do the floor. I think the floor needs to be done first, doesn't it, really? Yeah, I think the floor needs to be done first. There. That's what's going to happen with that. And that's going to come right the way over there. I think we'll have that, the other one, the next one's going to be there, I think. And then here. This end one here. And I'm going to do this the same as the stables. I don't think they need to be anything different. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. That's those. I need to get these out though. What am I like? Why didn't I do this first? So this is the middle. So we'll have these like this. Right, some of these need to be missing now. No, it can't go on there, it's got to go on there. A bit lower down, but what can you do? And then I'm going to have that coming up. Is that it? Yeah. We did. There we go. Yeah. Has this got some in? Nope. Gonna have some in there as well. That's it. So we've got this one out of that one and that one, and we've got these, not that one, but this one, which is that one, that one, that one, and not that one. That one needs to go in separately. So let's have this on there. There we go. Yep. So that's those. Yeah, that's what I want those to look like. I just want this for this one. And then this one, we want this one. Nope. We want it with that. There we go. And then this one, on this one, I do need to turn this round like that. Yeah. Yep. That's it. Right. And then the next one, which is this one, needs to go on there. And then this needs to turn that one around. And then I can just go along. Do that. Like that. And then we want that's just below that, so that's that one. That's that one. And then we want this one on one of these. That's it. And then this. So these want to go in here. And then I'm going to have to take that off, swizzle that round. Oh, just a minute. This one. Let's do that again. Then swizzle it round. Right, let's pop this back in. Must have been one of these. There, and then we'll have that. Here. No. Oh yeah. That one in the middle there. I need some more. Look, one more I needed. Oh. Okay, let's just do this first. That one to this one, and then this, and then this one to this one, and then this. Okay, so how much of these was 17? Well, we'll just have to see, won't we? No more in there, okay. Okay. Put this down here. Oh, it was the cobble I wanted, wasn't it? No chert in there. And I don't think I've got any in here, but I think I have got some back there. I don't want to destroy my... I need some of these anyway. Let me just get some of these. That'll do. But I need some of those little stones, and I don't want to destroy that for the little stones because I think I have got some back here. Oh, I used them all. I've used it all. Yeah. Oh dear. This is all metal, isn't it? I haven't got anything in there. That's all metal as well. So yeah, I don't think I've got any in here either. No, I don't think I did. Okay, we didn't have any in there. Have I got some more pies? 16, 25 days. 6 hours! I'm obviously taking them out too soon, because 6 hours they'll be manky. Let's have a look then. This one. Let's pop this one. Okay. Let's see if we can do anything with that. Right, 2. That is going to probably be enough, I think. That should, I hope, be okay. Let's pop that in there. Did I pick up some more? Oh, I did. Let's use those as well. Where are they? There we go. I think I'd like one there as well. And possibly one there. And one here, I think. This one. There we go. It's alright with that. And where do we get to? This one. And I want this one in. On there. And then that one in on there. Okay. Right, and I haven't put these on the back yet. Oh dear, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've got 11 on there, so, and I've only got 10 torch holders, of course, because I haven't counted, and I have just grabbed them, and, you know, I didn't plan, you know. Let's have these, this, 11. I'm going to want more, aren't I? Let's just put those on there. Right, so I need to take these off again. There. Put that there. And this there. And then I can put that back on. If it'll come... Can I move my pies? Put that back on there. There. Yeah, this isn't going to work. Let's have a look. We've got some medium fertility soil there. Let's put this back in here and take this out as far as this. Because I don't want it to look ridiculous. So this has got to come down here as well. And those are all done, aren't they? So there we go. There we jolly well go. So I'm thinking the thing I need now, let's just take this off here. Let's take that off. I think this has got to be, I've got to do this differently somehow. We've got to make one of these, and we need, let's have a look, where is my chisel? There's my chisel. Let's make this go down here. Yeah, these just don't look right under here, so I'm going to take those out and replace that with some soil. I just want the top bit now, so I'm going to pantograph that onto there, and then I'm just going to take the bottom off this one. And then I can just pantograph that and pop that. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Can't see for looking sometimes. Okay, and we're just going to put that on top of there. I probably want another one on top. It's not tall enough, so let's pop that there. And oh no, I wanted that one. There we go. I think that's probably tall enough, although I might take it to the top of the wall. There. Well, see how I feel about that. Right, let me fill these in. Right, I need to just use my pantograph now. Okay, I think that's alright for that. And I'm afraid I need to use a whole block of chert to get one voxel on that bottom railing. It seems such a waste for one voxel. And I'll be able to pantograph it once I've done this bit. And some of these do need to look thicker, I think, for strength. So I'm going to do that. This corner one as well. So many butterflies. There we go. I'm going to have this little line as well going through. I think that would strengthen a fence like this as well. Just one line, I think. I don't think I need those in there. Yeah. Properly from there, up and over. There we go, and take those off there. Okay. Yeah, I think that looks good. Now for the gate, this is gonna be like the other gates inside. Can I get to the other side of that without going up and over? Not with that last one over. Oh, yeah. No. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's alright. I've still got to go up and over because I can't see what I'm doing. There. One in the middle there, I think. That was on the wrong level. There we go. That one voxel. Dear. I need that to go up to the top. There we go. Yep, that's alright. And then I can continue these across here. There we go. I should really have done these hinges and the lock with the cobble. I'm going to have to do those again, I think. Just for this one voxel. Oh dear. And this area in the yard is just going to be like in the stables. There we go. Look better when the grass, a little bit more grass has grown in there, I think. I'm going to use the same roof tiles, the shingle roofing, for the top. I'm just thinking where would be best to put in a staircase so I can get up to the upper level. And I think I might use this one here. So I'm going to take this apart. There we go, spiral staircase of sorts. And this is the upper level. And this will be for, like, when dogs are ill, or maybe there's flooding downstairs or something. I've decided to add some accommodation to this building because the dog handlers would be near the dogs in a castle like this. So this is for the dog handlers. So that'll be decorated accordingly. Let's get a door in here. Do I want it on the inside or on the outside? Then they'd want to be able to get to the dogs. So I think I'll put an entrance here. There we go. Okay, so we've very nearly done. I just did want to put in some more of these aged logs. And I think these would be used for different things at different times of the year. So they could be stalls, they could be for storage. I've put some decoration on the outside. Put a little bit of beamage. And that's the entrance for the dog handlers. And those are the spiral staircases to upstairs. I just want to add a little bit of fencing in between each of the stalls. There we go. Yeah. We've obviously got more decorations to do, but we'll do that when we're decorating the whole castle. I just wanted to get this done. Yeah, so I want to show you a little bit of what else I've been doing. So since we last looked, that means we have 2 new additions to our castle. So it's pretty it's pretty cool. The other thing I've been working on as well in between doing bits and bats is compartmentalising the whole castle. This was an important defensive technique with large castles, where the castle was basically divided up into smaller areas, so that if an invading army got through one part of the wall, they didn't have free roam of the whole castle. They had to then fight to get through to another part of the castle. This was very important part of defence. So I've started compartmentalising where it is, where it's sensible to do it. And obviously if the walls are attached to a building, then there needs to be access to that wall, both on and off the other side of the wall as well. So that's what I've been working on. The walls themselves, the peripheral walls, are all complete now, and that I must say, I would not have got anywhere near finishing the walls if it wasn't for the great effort that Sid put in last season. He really did go to town on these walls, except for the diagonal ones, I might add. I had to come back and finish those. But, so let me just show you. He did the south wall, the north wall, and the Hunter's Gate as well. And those were fab. I loved those, the way he did them. But you see the compartmentalising of the castle is an ongoing project. It's taken quite a while, really, because you have to look quite closely at where these walls can be put, and that it makes sense, like sort of in this Hunter's Gate, that there is sufficient space for sense that they are there. So the periphery then, let's just have a look at these peripheral walls. As you can see, those are all done and dusted. The towers, of course, have to be done inside, and I've started doing those, as I said earlier on in the video. But these walls come all the way around now. They are all finished. I keep adding things in the godswood as well to make it packed, because the trees are supposed to act like a canopy. Apart from the bit in the middle where there's going to be a lake and a special tree. So, yep, the whole of the periphery is now complete, as you can see, all the way down here. And this is the north gate that Sid did. I love these gates as well. I have started putting some flooring in the gates, and I've been marrying them up with the internal walls that are separating out the different areas. So all these, let me just show you the inside of one of these. I like this. But they will all be done. They will all be done. So yeah. So I'm very chuffed with it. I am. I'm really chuffed with it. It's coming on really well. But I don't have a huge amount of time, so it's going to be a very long project, is this, I think. And possibly, while I'm carrying on with this, I won't be doing another big project on Rusty Gears until this one is finished. So, but as you know, I am doing little things on Rusty Gears. So, yeah. So having a look at the kennels in daylight, you can see that I've been doing some decorating on the outside. That doesn't look right, does it? What's this? 1, 2, 1, 2 and a bit. That should have come down here. Let's see if I can recite that. That would have been, I would have started it up here, I think. Right, can I fit that on? This is going to be a bit longer here, so that won't fit there. But yeah, it came here. It should have been here. Let me just go and get another one of those, because, or should I say some more of the support beamage to put on there, because that won't fit that. Now, where have I put them? I've got some more there, look. Let's have those. Let's go back and just put that on. Always finding little snagging things like this that either I've missed or I've done wrong or whatever, but as soon as I see them, I get them done. And I'm sure there'll be a big long list of things to do when I make an inspection when I think I've finished. That's better. That looks better, doesn't it? 1, 2, 1, 2. That's it. So I've added the beamage on the outside there, as you can see. And so this is going to be the person employed to look after the dogs is going to live in here. So I think I will put a fire in here somewhere, probably on this wall, and so there'll be a chimney in here, and the floorboards are decorated with the aged wooden slabs. There's an upstairs for a bedroom, which leads directly into the upper part of the kennels, where probably in winter, when there's heavy snows, there might be a bit of flooding and what have you, so the dogs will be brought up here. So this is to decorate, and then there's access down to where the dogs probably would, you know, be here at night time. They'll be locked in their respective compartments, and then we'll be let out during the day for exercise in this area here. Oh, butterfly. So yeah, so that's the kennels done now. I'm really chuffed with that. So this is how far we have come. And I'm really chuffed with it. I really am. I keep saying that, but I am. Because I would never have thought that I could do something as big as this. But it is so exciting. So that's it for this episode. So take care everybody, and I'll see you in the next episode, where I'm not quite sure what I'll be doing next, but it'll be something exciting. Bye bye.